நெஞ்சக்கனகல்லு நெகந்துருகம் தஞ்சத்தருள் சண்முகனக்கிகள் செஞ்சொற்புடை மாலை சிறந்திடவே பஞ்சக்கரகானை பதம் பணிவா ஆடும் பரிவேல் அணிசேவல் என பாடும் பணியே பணியாயருள்வாய் தேடும் கயமாமுகனை செருவில் சாடும் தனியானை சகோதரனே. முருகா சரணம். ஓம் சரவணபவ. Vanakkam to our listeners and welcome to our Sunday live stream. Today is a special day for me. I am featuring Kerolin Govender and his wonderful golden voice. So before we go any further, I'm going to invite Kerolin to sing us a nice bhajan for Lord Ganesha. Muruga Sharanam.
Om Saravanabhava Anna, and to all the viewers that are joining us today. This is indeed the most humbling opportunity, and I'm so grateful for this interaction, and I know we're going to enjoy it. Vakratunda Mahakal Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam गुरु में देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा गजानना पाहि गजानन दीनावना पाहि गजानन दीनावना पाहि गजानन दीनावना पाहि गजानन दीनावना सिंदूरवर्धना श्रितजनपालना सिंदूरवर्धना श्रितजनपालना पाहि गजानन दीनावना पाहि गजानन दीनावना अंबिकतनया अमराधीश्वर अंबिकतनया अमराधीश्वर अगणित गुणगण आनंददायक अगणित गुणगण आनंददायक पाहि गजानन दीनावना पाहि गजानन दीनावना सिंदूरवर्धना श्रितजनपालना सिंदूरवर्धना श्रितजनपालना पाहि गजानन दीनावना अंबिकतनया 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 अमराधीश्वर अंबिकतनया अमराधीश्वर अगणित गुणगण आनंददायक अगणित गुणगण आनंददायक पाहि गजानन दीनावना पाहि गजानन दीनावना पाहि गजानन दीनावना पाहि गजानन दीनावना गजानना गजानना
Muruga Saranam. Thank you, Kerolin. That was wonderful. I would like to say it's always a pleasure to listen to you. But then the song reminds me of your first album. I think you were 16 years old.
I was 16 years old, and the most exciting but most nervous. I think it was my first time that I was actually performing and did my first recording. It was a beautiful experience, and I think that was the start of this this musical journey in sharing with everyone the music that we love, the music that touches our hearts. And I think Bhajans play a very important part in our lives.
So thinking back, do you remember the first experience that you had when you were young with music? Can you remember the first time music made you feel something?
You know, I know when I was little, I would always I would listen to music. I would you absorb music from different places and through satsang and so on. And I remember feeling a sense of I think like a connection to this music. it kind of gave me like energy. And I've always wanted to be immersed in it, but I didn't really know how to reach out and what to do. And I know I started playing tabla when I was little, but I never knew that I could sing. And I think when my parents heard me sing at it was at satsang that my mom got me to sing a bhajan. So she taught me the song, and then in 2006, my dad had said, no, we have to send you for training. I didn't know who he was going to choose and how he was going to go about me going for these classes. And I think it's a blessing, the greatest blessing, my greatest blessing, that he got in contact with you. And this was in 2006. I was quite young then, and
you're not
very
that much
nervous.
older now. I think 16 years ago, right? So we're going to put the pause button there, because I just want to greet some of our listeners. Vanakkam Sherwin Pillai from Peter Marisburg, joining us every weekend. Vanakkam Sareshan, great to see you joining our live stream. Obviously, seeing Sareshan here brings Sadar Muruga to mind. And Yanabel Ayya is joining us as well from Mauritius. Thank you all. Yanabel Ayya has already made a request, by the way. We'll sing that later.
Okay.
But I'm going to ask Kerolin to sing one of my favorite bhajans. And yes, please feel free to request or ask a question that you want, and he'll see if he can answer it. But back in South Africa, one of my most memorable annual events was going around with family, friends, other musicians, and some of our students who were joining us to sing for Shivaratri. It's just some of the best memories, and we could just all go. Sometimes 15 or 20 of us would go to temples and pour our heart out, all till 6 in the morning, and sometimes other devotees would follow us. And one of the songs I loved Kerolin singing was Nararaja He Tripurari. And I was waiting for this live stream all week just to ask him to sing this song for you. So Kerolin, please. Muruga Saranam.
नटराजा है त्रिपुरारी, नटराजा है त्रिपुरारी, जय हे शंभो, जय हे शंभो, नटराजा है त्रिपुरारी, नटराजा है त्रिपुरारी, नंदिवाहना नागाभरणा, नंदिवाहना नागाभरणा, नंदिवाहना नागाभरणा भाललोचना परमशिवा भाललोचना परमशिवा पावन चरणा पाहि महेशा पावन चरणा पाहि महेशा पावन चरणा पाहि महेशा नटराजा हे त्रिपुरारी नटराजा हे त्रिपुरारी जय हे शंभो जय हे शंभो नटराजा हे त्रिपुरारी नंदिवाहना नागाभरणा नंदिवाहना नागाभरणा भाललोचना परमशिवा भाललोचना परमशिवा पावन चरणा पाहि महेशा पावन चरणा पाहि महेशा पावन चरणा पाहि महेशा पावन चरणा पाहि महेशा नटराजा हे त्रिपुरारी
Muruga Sharanam. That I hope that the listeners at home are enjoying this morning's program as much as I am. Or should I say this afternoon's program? It's 20 past 3 here in Perth, and it's 20 past 9 in South Africa. So you were around 13 years old, you joined the class, you're a very talented young man, and you joined me in learning some vocal exercise and voice culture, and just like everybody else who was already there, just living a few hours with me as often as you can, and going around singing at the temples. And then after a couple of years, I think you were 16, and we said we have to do a CD. You love singing bhajans. We all enjoyed them, and it was time to do this. And then you had a set of songs that you chose, and I remember very clearly how supportive your parents were. And I have to say, because we're doing this live stream and many will watch this, firstly, talent is not enough. There has to be training and rigorous training and exercise and a passion to grow that talent. But I also think very importantly, even more than that, is the support of the parents. And in that sense, I remember you being, and even up to now, being very blessed in that your parents were always supportive. And I also remember, my music journey, my parents were supportive. My grandparents were supportive. My grandfather used to hold my hand and cross the road, take me to Tamil school and learn music. And, so if you're listening to this and, you have kids who are learning, there has to be this sacrifice from the parents that you have to make these sacrifices to allow that talent to blossom. So yeah, I am grateful that your parents were there every step of the way.
Another thing that I need to make mention of is I can't even say that I go a day without thinking about what my guru would think and how he would guide me on my day-to-day duties. But I think at that age when I started singing, I was anxious, I was excited, but at the same time there was a little bit of nervousness. And what you did, I think, in 2007, I'm not too sure if you remember, but you had you had said that I need to perform at an ICPA function, right? I think it was an Carnatic festival that was taking place, and I was very nervous. But you believed in us at that young age to give us the opportunity to start singing on public platforms. And I think that helped, I think, me tremendously in gaining confidence to wanting to be more free and sing music for the divine without having to have to be affected by an audience, because sometimes we are distracted by the audience. But this journey became a very internal journey, and it's manifesting every day. New things are coming in, and it's like I look forward to the next surprise. I don't know what's going to happen. Like, even this is something that I was really surprised about, because I have not done this before, an interaction on YouTube, and I think this is just an amazing journey.
I was very excited about this. All day today, I was feeling a little bit nervous and excited. Before a big concert, I felt exactly the same way. I was telling you before we took live is that work has been extraordinarily busy for the past year. All the online students know how hectic it's been. So I've had to work yesterday and I've had to work today, and up until a short while ago, I was feeling extremely tired. But these bhajans are just filling me up with new life. So let's sing a bhajan for Ambal.
Janani, 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 Kripa karo Ambe, Janani, Kripa karo Ambe, Sai Janani, Jai Jagadambe, Sai Janani, Jai Jagadambe, Janani, 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 Mata Maheshwari, Mangaladayini Ambe, Mata Maheshwari, Mangaladayini Ambe, Mangaladayini Tripureshwari Jagadambe, Mangaladayini Tripureshwari Jagadambe, Abhayadayini Amrit Bhashini Ambe, Abhayadayini Amrit Bhashini Ambe, Janani, 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 Kripa karo Ambe, Janani, Kripa karo Ambe, Sai Janani, Jai Jagadambe, Sai Janani, Jai Jagadambe, Janani, 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 Mata Maheshwari, Mangaladayini Ambe, Ave Mata, Mata, Mata Maheshwari, Mangaladayini Ambe, Mata Maheshwari, Mangaladayini Ambe, Mangaladayini Tripureshwari Jagadambe, Mangaladayini Tripureshwari Jagadambe, Abhayadayini Amrit Bhashini Ambe, Abhayadayini Amrit Bhashini Ambe, Janani, 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 Mata, Mata Bhavani, Mata Bhavani, Mata, Mata Bhavani, Mata, Janani, 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 Janani,
Wonderful, Bhajan. Thank you, Kerolin. I just, remembered, we have a few photos. Some
Yes.
of your CD launched when you were 16. I'm just going to bring that up, bring a couple of them up actually, and share that with our listeners. And if you're joining us, if you just joined us, we're live streaming with Kerolin Govender. Om Saravana Baba. Welcome. And wonderful to be spending this Sunday immersed in the Bhajans with Kerolin Govender. Here's a photo from your CD launch. That's a 16-year-old Kerolin Govender, and that's a very young me in the picture. That was a very memorable moment.
That was a very special day. A very, very special day for me. And I think for all of us that, I mean, it was a special moment. This was I was very nervous day. That was my first stage performance.
Your whole family was nervous. And then this is a special picture for me. This is you singing in Siviniana, Northdale Siviniana Sabai in Petermaritzburg, my hometown, and also the shrine. Northdale Siviniana Sabai, where my mother and her family and the group were able to worship the Lord, and also my guru, remembering my guru, Mr. Vijay Segaran Phillips, where we sat here and used to sing as often as we can. Some and devotional hymns. This is a very beautiful picture. to see the Lord. You know, after school, when I was a teenager, when I was in high school, after school we used to pick up the temple keys, and we used to go there. There should be nobody there, and my sister and I, we used to sit and sing for hours here. And you know, I still enjoy that. I still enjoy going to temple and singing. But this is where it all began, I guess, and it's a very, very special picture for me.
It's a beautiful energy, a very powerful energy when you're sitting there in front of this majestic lingam that possesses, I think, such a high vibration. It was an amazing. That was for Shivaratri, and I could only think of you and the entire team that used to go around and sing for Shivaratri, and it was a beautiful.
That lingam there in Northeast SAPA was installed in the 70s by Pandrimalai Swamigal. They had brought him from India, and he'd installed a lingam and Raja Perumal there. And believe it or not, it wasn't the same size. And I think they have photos over the years, and it still continues to grow. So yeah, Northeast SAPA, my home. So the CD launch was somewhat of an arangetram, and then you were launched, and then many great things followed thereafter. So tell us about some of your memorable big concerts.
Okay. Yes, it was the birth of the journey to doing many performances after that. I have performed for this picture that's here displayed here is my first performance with Jeevan Mukta Music, which is a creative platform that I do a lot of my work with. We had many performances after that. I think I sang for the Satya Sai organization, youth programs, other spiritual organizations. And recently I've been exploring a lot with music. So we've been trying to, I think, create our own platforms in putting concerts together. I think music for me from the beginning was beyond the sound. It was also a deeper meaning behind music. The same feeling that you spoke about, Anna, when I was little. How did music inspire me? It was the feeling of unconditional love, and I can't even describe it, because when you listen to music, you sometimes you feel many emotions. But what I remember is I would sometimes just cry and be immersed in the beauty of music. So that for me was a very important part of the journey, is to understand how do I constantly be in that space and that state of being, to experience that same emotion all the time. And that's what we experiencing every day. It's like, as one day you told me, it's like indulgence. It's pure indulgence. Having a chocolate, and you just, you allow that chocolate to just be in your mouth, and just enjoy the sensation of beautiful music that helps us understand who we are as divine beings.
It is our vehicle, and of course, I thoroughly love immersing myself on the weekend singing for people. Actually, every day, but weekends I have a little bit of time, and then you understand Muruga is everything. He is the sound, he is the music, he's even the time that was made to sit down and sing. And it's just nothing else exists. And you have to consider you are alive, and there is this, that everything is Muruga. There's absolutely nothing else that exists. So then you're just singing, and it absolutely is ambrosia. It is just, I have this equal amount of joy singing alone in my room with Muruga, singing at the temple, or singing in an audience for 1,000 people. It's identically the same. And to have him stand before and just experiencing his presence and everything is beyond understanding. And music, we are, by his grace, we are blessed that we have this wonderful vehicle that takes us everywhere. I could be sitting here, and the next moment I could be in Parani, standing in front of him and singing. It's just that's what music does. So Kerolin progressed on, and it's only the beginning, I guess. And still, there's been so much of love that is being shared, and those who listen to you have so much of adoration for your music. But you have a YouTube channel as well, and all the listeners, please visit his channel and listen to the music and his creations. And he has Jeevan Mukta, which is what he's created, a platform to share this, and he has his own website. So I've left the links on the description below. So you're most welcome to go check his website out, subscribe and enjoy his music, and visit his YouTube channel. And later on, not too long from now, he's going to do a giveaway through his website, and all of you can be a part of that. And just there's more listeners who have joined us. Vanakkam, Om Saravana Baba. Welcome to our live stream, sharing this afternoon with Kerolin Govender, who's singing some beautiful bhajans for us. Vanakkam, Nanda Kishoraya, Neela Parasuraman, Vanakkam. Vivash and Muttan, I'm sure you're missing classes. It's good to have you join us, and Shantan and Kavitama and Kumaresanaya from the UK. And Vanakkam Srini, Michael, it's so good to have you join our live stream. Feel free to send a request for Kerolin. If you're familiar with his music and his bhajans, let's put him on the spot and and have him sing. So I'm going to ask Kerolin to sing another bhajan, whatever he pleases. Kerolin,
Okay.
Muruga Asap.
Muralidhara Gopala, Muralidhara Gopala, Mukunda Shri Vaikunta, Muralidhara Gopala, Mukunda Shri Vaikunta, Muralidhara Gopala. Karunakara Kamala Nayana, Karunakara Kamala Nayana, Karunila Mokil Vanna, Karunakara Kamala Nayana, Karunila Mokil Vanna, Muralidhara Gopala, Mukunda Shri Vaikunta, Muralidhara Gopala. Gopala. Oriendiya Tiravinnaye Tirudum Shiru Virala, உயிரேந்திய திருவிண்ணையே திருதம் சிறு விரலா கிரியேந்திய ஹரிமாதவா திருமகள் வளள் திருமால்வா முரளீதர கோபாலா முகுந்தா ஸ்ரீ வைகுண்டா முரளீதர கோபாலா கோபாலா.
Radhe Krishna. Saranam. So, Kerolin, when earlier in this week, when we said we're going to finally do this live stream and sing for the listeners and have a chat, you did mention that the first thing you mentioned was that you'd like to do a giveaway.
Yeah.
We're gonna chat about that now, but just this thought crossed my mind that even though I had left South Africa 5 years ago, it's as if we've never really changed anything. We're still in touch.
Yeah.
We're still communicating. Sometimes we're communicating without communicating. After just picking up the phone and talking, we'd be thinking about the same thing, same concept. And it's always an inspiration to do something more and do something more. So earlier this week when we were planning to do this live stream, Kerolin, the first thing he said was, Anna, I'll do a giveaway. I really, you are really doing a lot of work, you're putting it into the music, and it's important that it reaches all those who are, that should be listening to these divine bhajans. So I'm going to hand over to you. Tell us how this is going to work, how you want to do a giveaway, what it is that you're giving away, and how the listeners who are now present can access this giveaway.
Okay, so I'm going to give away an album, my album Jivan Mukta, Our Soul Journey, and this was done in 2019. So how do you get this album? You'll have to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I think Anna has put the link in the description. And you'd subscribe to the YouTube channel, go to my website, and you would email me your name, and you just email me your name. I would know if you already subscribed. And the first, let's say the first 15 subscribers, or the first 15 subscribers will get an online coupon for my to download my album, the online album, directly from my website. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, go to my website, send me an email, and you could stand a chance to have this online album.
Yeah, that's quite easy. I reckon after this live stream, I'm going to go on. I'm just kidding. Kerolin sends me all before he it. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. Visit his website. I've left the link in the description column. You'll find his email address. Send him an email address with your name or whatever you heard today, live stream with Magantharen Balakisten. And then he's going to get those. And the first 15 people, he'll send you back a code, which will allow you to download his Jivan Mukta album. Thank you for that, Kerolin. And if Kerolin shares those 15 email addresses with me, I will add it to our Google Drive so you can download our Avinash Pattu full album as well. Okay, so Kerolin, I'm not sure whether you've been watching the live chat, but there have been a few requests.
Okay, let's hear them.
So we've had Diva has requested Dina Karunagarane Nararaja. And yeah. Are you able to see the live chat?
No.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet.
Yes. So, yeah. And Nyanabel Ayya has requested Veli Malenada.
Okay.
To be honest, I am really thirsty to hear Muruga's name. So please, let's do Ya's request.
Velle Malenada Sura Samara, Velle Malenada Sura Samara, Velle Malenada Sura Samara, Velle Malenada Sura Samara, Vetri Vilayuda Shiva Bana. Shiva Bala, Shiva Bala, Vetri Vilayuda, Shiva Bala, Shiva Bala, Shiva Bala, Velle Malenada, Sura Samara, Velle Malenada, Sura Samara, Sindel Velava, Arupadi Vela, Sindel Velava, Arupadi Vela, Sharavana Baba Kuha Shiva Bala, Shiva Bala, Shiva Bala, Sharavana Baba Kuha Shiva Bala, Shiva Bala, Shiva Bala, Velle Malenada, Sura Samara, Velle Malenada, Sura Samara, Vetri Vilayuda Shiva Bala, Shiva Bala, Shiva Bala, Vetri Vilayuda Shiva Bala, Shiva Bala, Shiva Bala, Velle Malenada, Sura Samara, Sindal Vela Arupadi Vela, Sindal Vela Arupadi Vela, Sharavana Baba Kuha Shiva Bala, Shiva Bala, Shiva Bala, Sharavana Baba Kuha Shiva Bala, Shiva Bala, Shiva Bala, Velle Malenada, Sura Samara.
Vetrivel Muruganakku. Hello, Muruga Sharan. Okay, so what I wanted to say is that alongside all the music, and you've also been to India to further your academic studies, Carol, which is very important. I think many youngsters who are pursuing music, it's important to also pursue an academic career if that is within your grasp or if it is there for you. And if the opportunity is there, you have to put a full effort into it. And I often, when I recall studying as well, not too many listeners know that, in my academic career, I'm a structural engineer by Muruga's grace. And, music also carried me through that. And I know it did the same for you. So tell us about this, you've been to India, you've stayed there for a while. Where did you stay? What did you learn? And what that's brought to you and your music now?
As little as I could remember, I was always inspired by architecture, temples, especially temple designs, and so on. And my dream was to go to India and to study. So this is where my journey through architecture started. I spent 5 years in India studying a bachelor degree in architecture. Uh, uh, the music inspired me throughout the 5 years of my studies. Uh, they, every day I would listen to music, and that would give me the energy and the motivation to create and to do new things. So yes, music was and is a very integral part of my career. Also, I strongly believe that there's a connection with everything. Everything is connected in some way or the other. And my career, I feel, was destined for me. It was a way of me trying to understand how sound can inspire built environment and space. And this is how I embarked on the journey of studying architecture in Bangalore. I stayed on the outskirts of Bangalore. It wasn't a very easy 5 years, but it was a beautiful experience. Every day was a learning experience. I got to know more and more about myself. From leaving South Africa and then staying in India, and after the 5 years, I was completely different. My ideas and my thinking changed. And yes,
You've also done some music as well during your stay.
yes, I did. So what, when you're studying a degree in architecture, you don't have much time to spare. I mean, any degree for that matter, you don't have too much of time in the week to spare for extra curricular activities. But I was awarded a 2-year training program at the SAPA Institute, which is the Subramaniam Academy for Performing Arts. The directors of that institute is Dr. L. Subramaniam and Kavita Krishnamurthy. So I had spent 2 years there, and I had done basics in Carnatic music, and this was really something interesting and unique for me. I had a good grounding from you, Anna, and this had helped me explore the different aspects of music. And it's a continuous learning journey. I still come for classes, and this thing never ends. So yes, I had that opportunity to share that 2 years, and it was on weekends. So it was on a Saturday and Sunday that I would go for classes. But it was a beautiful experience.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful to hear. And, this, it makes the journey colorful. And I think, I always say, for us to continue successfully, we have to stay in the middle. Keep a balance. Doing too much of one thing is never good. Even Muruga Peruman has to be balanced, to keep him in my heart all the time, and to make sure that he's conquering me all the time. It has to be balanced. You can't identify with it, and you can't relate to it too much. And the balanced life is a secret to success. The other secret is repetition. So we have. Go ahead, Kevin.
Anna, I was going to say, and what I learned from this whole experience is that you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in what you want to do in life. Don't push away your passion and things that you want to aspire to become. Believe in yourself, because through the grace of God, everything is possible. And there's many things that I learned along the way, that you put your mind to it, but have full faith that everything is taken care of by the Almighty. We think that we're in control. We're not in control. But whatever you wish for, the divine gives you, and he takes care of you and he protects you. So that's what I've learned from this journey.
Yeah, we were saying before this live stream started, yeah, it's our duty to give the devotion to him, his duty to take care of us. This is concept from Devaram. It is, yeah, by his grace, it is my duty to be devoted to him, shower him with love and devotion, and it's his duty to take care, take care of me. So the listeners are waiting their requests. There are two now, Dina Karunagaran and Nadaraja, if you're happy, and I think you'll also be to sing Vaishnava Janato.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to sing a line of Dina Karuna Karane Nataraja.
That will be perfect.
Yeah. Dina Karuna Karane Nataraja Neelakantane. Dina Karuna Karane Nataraja Neelakantane. நின்னருள் புகழ்ந்த படியும் என்னையும் இருந்தருளும் மௌன குருவே மௌன குருவே மௌன குருவே தரணே எனையாண்டா நீலகண்டனே தீன கருணாகரனே நடராஜா நீலகண்டனே தீன கருணாகரனே நடராஜா நீலகண்டனே. Oh, that was okay.
Yes, on the spot, which is always great.
Yeah.
I'm always happy to share that. Today it's your turn. So I think Vaishnava Janato.
Okay. Vaishnava Janato tene kahiye je पीड़ पराए जाने रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराए जाने रे पर दुख के उपकार करे तो है पर दुख के उपकार करे तो है मन अभिमान नारायणे रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने रे सकल लोकमान सहुने वंदे निंदा न करे के नीरे वाचिकाच मन निश्चल राके धन धन जननी के नीरे वैष्णव जन तो तेने रे.
Thank you, Kerolin. Right, Shantan Naidu has requested a very special song. He's requested Ananda Maya Bhagavan. Okay. And tell us why it's special and why today, for this particular live stream, it's quite relevant. Because your first album, your first album was titled Ananda Maya Bhagavan, and we did that when you were 16.
Yeah. It's a very special song to me. When I chose the song to sing for the CD, I did not realize the power of the song and what it meant to me. Sometimes we choose songs, but we don't realize the power it has on us. Later on, we realize the importance, because it's like the song unfolds itself as time progresses. And this song is the blissful illusion of the divine that exists in each and every one of us. It's a beautiful song in Yaman, Kalyani. So, my humble attempt. Let's sing it. Anandamaya Bhagavan, He Premamaya Bhagavan, Anandamaya Bhagavan, He Premamaya Bhagavan. Oh Bhagavan, Sai Bhagavan, oh Bhagavan, Sai Bhagavan, Anandamaya Bhagavan, He Premamaya Bhagavan, He Karunanidhi Prabhu Sai Ram, He Karunanidhi Prabhu Sai Ram, He Kripanidhi Dino ke pran, He Kripanidhi Dino ke pran, ले लो प्रभु मुझे चरण लगा लो, ले लो प्रभु मुझे चरण लगा लो, मुझे दया करो भगवान, मुझे कृपा करो भगवान, आनंदमया भगवान, हे प्रेममया भगवान, आनंदमया भगवान, हे प्रेममया भगवान, आनंदमया भगवान, हे प्रेममया भगवान. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful to listen to. That's brought back so many memories. I still recall being in the studio for that,
Yeah.
nervous 16-year-old boy in front of you. But as soon as you had a mic in front of you, all nervousness dissipated, and the Guru was with you and the Lord with you. So we obviously drawing towards the closing end of our program today.
Yes.
But where to from here? What aspirations do you have? What do you want to do? What would you like to do? Tell me about that.
My journey through music, and I hope that I could continue to share the love and bliss and the power that music has of healing people, healing myself, and becoming the best parts of ourselves through music. Every day, I think Muruga graces me with the new opportunities to expand this message. And I hope at some point that I could inspire others, and vice versa. People inspire me. And that's my journey.
Yeah. And it's our wish that you have all the success in that journey. Just a reminder to the listeners that Kerolin's giving away 15 albums. All you have to do is subscribe to his YouTube channel and visit his website, Jeevan Mukta. I've left the description I've left the links in the description, and you can go to his website, send him an email address with your name, and the first 15 people that send that through will receive a code that will allow them to download a free soft copy of his Jivan Mukta album. And yeah, please go ahead and enjoy the music. And Kerolin, thank you very much for joining us. Actually, it's been an hour. I think you should sing a few more bhajans first before you go. Let's do one more at least, and then have a final word, and then we can conclude.
Okay. I'm gonna do.
Sorry, Kerol.
I know you got a request.
Yes, I have a request. There's a very request, and I cannot forget this because Krishni, Dharani, and Desh have all requested Mahadeva. So,
Okay.
yeah, I think you don't have a choice on that one.
Mahadeva Maheshwara Sai Narayana Mahadeva Maheshwara Sai Narayana Natanakara Dukha Bhanjana Sai Narayana Natanakara Dukha Bhanjana Sai Narayana Mahadeva Maheshwara Sai Narayana Karunakara Akhileshwara Sai Narayana Karunakara Akhileshwara Sai Narayana Karunakara Akhileshwara Sai Narayana Allah tum Mahavir Yeshu Sai Narayana Allah tum Mahavir Yeshu Sai Narayana Hridayeshwara Paritishwara Sai Narayana Hridayeshwara Paritishwara Sai Narayana Mahadeva Maheshwara Sai Narayana.
Thank you, Kerol.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you. So many requests from me. And thank you for joining us today. Thank you for joining our live stream. Every Sunday we're doing this very informally, and we have listeners joining in, being part of the songs we're singing, and we'll try and continue on Sunday. So if you're free, please join us. We're singing some Thevaram, Stirupugar. We're chatting to singers. We'll have a few speakers later on in July. My good friend will be joining me to speak on some significant work about Anagiri Narasimha. But Kerolin, we want to We pray that Lord Muruga showers you with his choice of blessing, and by his grace, may your golden voice be spread around the world, and may all those who listen to it, may your music fill their hearts with love and joy and divine bliss.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Anna. I want to say my gratitude to you always for giving me this golden opportunity, not only today, but every day, for having inspired me and continuing to be my inspiration. But not only me, Anna, to the many people that listen to your music and listen to you and your expression of Muruga's grace through you. You have been a pillar of strength and an inspiration to everyone. And I think giving me this opportunity and many others this opportunity to share our music on this platform, I'm abundantly grateful. And Muruga's love to you always.
Muruga Sharavan, Muruga Sharavan, Muruga Sharavan. Vetrivel Muruganukku Arogaram. I'm going to leave it to you to do the concluding piece. And to all the listeners, thank you for joining us. Thank you for helping me welcome Kerolin to our Sunday live stream. And I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. And we hope to see you again. May Lord Muruga bless you all. Om Saravana Baba. Muruga.
Uruvai aruvai uladai iladai maruvai malarai maniyai oliyai uruvai aruvai uladai iladai maruvai malarai maniyai oliyai karuvai uirai Katiyai vidiyai guruvai varuvai arulvai kuhani uruvai aruvai uladai iladai maruvai malarai maniyai oliyai karuvai uirai gatiyai vidiyai Guruvai varuvai arulvai guhani Guruvai varuvai arulvai guhani Guruvai varuvai arulvai guhani Om Sharavan